Hi, third grade. Today we're going to look at Unit 4, Week 1, Day 3. All right, let's get started with our drill sounds warm-up. Repeat after me. A apple a safe a wash a squash I itch I pine I. You up you mule you rule e ed e Pete o octopus o home o. Okay, let's do some R-controlled vowels. Ready? A-R car, R. O-R horn, or. E-R her, I-R bird, and U-R burn, And lastly, I'll just pick maybe 5 of these vowel teams. Ready? E-A eat, E. E-Y key, E. U-E blue, U. E-W chew, oo. And O-I coin, oi. Great work. Okay, next up we're going to watch our new concept for the day. Here we go.
Hi friends, my name is Mrs. Keo and I'm here to work on Unit 4, Week 1, Day 3, Introduce New Concepts with you. We're going to be looking at pluralizing vowel consonant E words. So take a look at this word that I have up here. You ready to read this with me? Let's read it base word then whole word. Cake, cakes. So with this consonant suffix, I was just able to add it, and now I know that I have at least 2 cakes. Lucky me, I could have even more. Now, you're going to help me do this next word. So I'm going to say the word, and you're going to be my echo. Here we go. Bikes. What is the base word? Bike. So I'm going to build bike. But what was the whole word that I said? Bikes. I'm going to bring this down here. All right, now read this word with me. Bike, bikes. So that means that I have more than one bike. I might have 2, I might have 1,000,000. It's more than one bike. Now be my echo. Grapes. What is the base word? Okay, let's go ahead and build grape. That's right there. But what was my whole word? Grapes. I'm going to move this down here. So now I've got grape, grapes. I have more than one grape. I might have a handful of grapes. I might have grapes in a bowl, but I have more than one. So that's how I add my consonant suffix. Just goes right in and doesn't make any changes. All right. So now we're going to look at, put that right back in there. We're going to look at another word. But before we do that, classroom teacher, if you are in the classroom and you have got your suffix frames on your board, I'm going to have you pause the video right now, and I want you to get together with your class, and I want you to sort through and categorize these suffixes into vowel or consonant suffixes. So remember, for kids, if it's a vowel suffix, it begins with a vowel. If it's a consonant suffix, it begins with a consonant. This is going to be super important for what we do next. So go ahead and take time. You can pause the video now if you are in the classroom and ready to do this. All right, now that those suffixes are all categorized, now we're going to work on some words. So watch as I build this. Don't blurt it out. Here we go. All right, so now I have this word. Let's read this word, hope. So this is a vowel consonant E word, and this E is silent. So this is following that rule. But now I want to make this word say hopes. So all I have to do is add my consonant suffix. So now read this with me. Hope, hopes. That's all I have to do. Remember, consonant suffixes just want to go in. They don't want to make any changes. They just want to be a part of the word and part of that group. So I don't have to change anything. So now, what if I say, be my echo, hopeful? Which suffix am I going to add there? I'm going to add full. A consonant suffix came from that row. So let's read this word, hope, hopeful. So I am full of hope that you're going to remember what we're working on right now. I'm hopeful. So that goes in, changes the word a little bit because we're always thinking about what these words mean. So now I'm going to put this down. I'm going to keep my word hope. But now I want to add a vowel suffix. Now, vowel suffixes like to go in and make changes. They're very exciting. They like to go in and make things move around. So I want to make this word say hoping. What's the base word? Hope. But I want to make it say hoping. So now I'm going to pull my ing from that vowel suffix side. But I can't do that. That won't work. So I know I need to drop the E, add ing, and I can put this right up there. Because I know that this base word is still hope. It doesn't change the base word because I've added my ing. So I can pop that up there to remind me. So let's read this word. Hope, hoping. That's all we do. So we pop that E, drop the E, and then we can put it up there on top. So let me move this down. So that is what we did with that. So now watch me build this next word. What is this base word? Like. But watch what I'm going to change it to. Now read it with me. Base word, whole word. Like, likely. You are likely to remember this because we're using the cards and we're moving it around and you're thinking about this. So why did I not have to change anything? Tell someone next to you. That's right. I didn't have to change anything because this is a consonant suffix. They like to go in and just join the word. All right. So now be my echo. Bravest. What's the base word? Brave. All right. Let me build that word. Watch as I'm doing this. Read the base word. Brave. But I wanted it to say bravest. So tell me what I do. That's right. I get my E, my suffix est. I drop that E, add est, and this can go right up here. Now read it with me. Brave, bravest. Very good. Let's try another word. Can't believe there. Okay, here's your next word. What is the base word? Give. The base word is give. But I wanted to say giving. So I have got my suffix ing. How am I going to do this? Because I can't drop that E physically like I did here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it up with my ing. And then here I can get my marker and write. Make sure that that E is up there. All right, now read this word with me. Give, giving. There we go. And that is all you do. But now let me show you how we're going to mark up the words. So if you have your magnetic board, you're going to work with me on this, but you're going to need these. So if you need to pause the video to go get this, you can. All right. So here's how we're going to do this. You're going to be my echo, and you're going to use your tiles. So here we go. Hoping. What is the base word? Go ahead and build hope. Find mine too. All right. Did you get that built? Do you have hoping? not yet. We have hope. So what do I do to add my suffix ing? So you have your suffix tile. You have one labeled vowel and one labeled consonant. So you're going to get your one that has the V on it. So, but I want to add that, so it says hoping. Remember what I do? Drop that E, add ing, and pop that right up on top. And then here's how I would mark it. You can watch me mark this. Hope, hoping. And then I've got my E right up there. All right, let's try another one. Go ahead and spell that away. H-O-P. Either I-N-G. Okay, here's your next word. So you're going to want to be real careful with your dry erase marker if you have this, because we're going to do a multisyllabic word. So here we go. Be my echo. Confusing. What is a base word? Okay, let's come here. Confuse. You can get your marker carefully. Write a line. Confuse. What's the first syllable? Con. So how do you spell that? C-O-N. Go ahead and build that. See if you're going to be done before me. What's the second syllable? Fuse. Go ahead and spell that syllable. Fuse. All right, so let's read our base word. Confuse, confuse. But what was my whole word that I wanted to spell? Confusing. What do? I look at my second syllable, I drop that E and add ing. And then I pop my E up there because this second syllable is still a vowel consonant E syllable. So let's go ahead and read this now. Confuse, confusing. So if I'm going to mark this, I already have my cards up here. So I have confusing, and my E is popped right up there. All right, boys and girls. So remember, consonant suffixes just like to go in and be a part of the word, but our vowel suffixes are movers and changers, so they're going to go in. So you need to always be thinking, am I using a vowel suffix or a consonant suffix? And what am I going to do if I have a vowel suffix? You go in and you move and change some things, just like that. All right, we had a good time together. I will see you soon.
Okay, third grade, the last thing we're going to do today is some dictation dry erase. So if you don't have a dry erase board and a marker at home, just use some paper to practice. The first thing I'm going to give you are 3 sounds. Ready? Okay, the first sound I want you to write is iv. Say it. Iv. Pause the video and try. Okay, this was our new sound card introduced this unit. So IVE, give, iv, right? Hopefully you remember that's IVE. Okay, the second sound is O. Say it. O. Pause the video and write it. Okay, check behind me. How did you do? Hopefully you heard that that was the long vowel O. So you wrote O-E for an O consonant E sound. All right, and the last sound I want you to write is oast. Say it. Oast. That's one of our closed syllable exceptions. Try it. And there you have it. O-S-T, post, oast. All right, come on down to the next section, because next I'm going to give you some current words. You're going to spell the word, and then I want you to mark it. The first word I want you to write is captive. Say it. Captive. The teacher held us captive during her lesson. Captive. Pause the video, spell it, and mark it. Okay, let's first check your spelling. This is a multisyllabic words. Our words in Fundations are getting longer. How'd you do with cap? C-A-P. And tiv is the T, and then our sound, IVE. So when we mark it, remember if it's multisyllabic, we scoop all the syllables. So we have captive. And then what's that first syllable? What kind? It's closed. And that vowel A is short. So I put a brief. What about tiv? How would we mark that? Do you remember? Yes, this is, see the vowel consonant E or the vowel dash E. But that E is silent and it's not making that vowel long. In this case, it's tiv, it's short. So that means this is the vowel dash E exception. And I'm going to mark that as a short vowel and still cross off that silent E for captive. Nice work. Okay, let's go down to the next row. And your next word is olive. Say it. Olive. I didn't like the olive that I tried to eat. Olive. Try it. Okay, let's check your spelling first. All is O-L. It's not A-L-L, ball, all. It's tricky. This one is O-L, all. And then we just have I-V-E, iv. So it's a multisyllabic word as well. Let's scoop the parts. All, iv. Olive. What do we call OL? What kind of syllable? Right, it's closed. That is an ah short vowel. Iv. It is a vowel consonant E, but what do we know about it? Is it making the long sound like a normal vowel consonant E syllable? No, it's the exception because this vowel is short. Remember that E in captive and in olive is there because what do we know about words in the English language? They can't end with a consonant V ever. All right, let's do one more current word. Let's try the word have. Say it. Have. I have a lot of homework tonight. Pause the video and try. All right, go ahead and look over here. This is also a trick word in 3rd grade, so we should definitely be good spelling. H-A-V-E, have. Now this is one syllable. And it is a vowel consonant E. But it's not a normal vowel consonant E. That's why it's a trick word, because this isn't pronounced have. Usually vowel dash E's have a long vowel. This one's short, so therefore that's an exception again with a breve and cross off that silent E for have. Great work. All right, we're going to go on to a new section because we can't forget about rules that we've learned in the past. So let's do 3 review words now. The first word I want you to write and mark is the word stumped. Say it. Stumped. I was stumped when I didn't know the answer. Stumped. So remember, this one sounds like it has a base word and a suffix. See if you can spell it. Stumped. Okay, how did you do? Did you get the base word stump? And I like to underline that base word when I mark it. S-T-U-M-P, right? Stump. And then be careful. You might hear the t sound for stumped, but it's really that suffix that sometimes sounds like a T, ed, right? Okay, move on over. And your next review word is snatched. He snatched my pencil out of my hand. Snatched. I think that one also has a base word. Sorry about that. Our custodians are playing tricks on us. The word was snatched. I think it also has a base word and a suffix. See if you can get it. Okay, I'm a little bit nervous because this one uses a lot of rules. Sn, there's a blend. S-N-A. Did you use T-C-H, the trigraph? You should have because it comes after a short vowel in snatch. Ooh. All right. And then it's not just snatch. That's our base word. What's our suffix? Ed. Let me say that again. Snatched. That also sounds like a t sound. Very good. All right. The last word, I'm going to have to make some space somewhere in the middle. The last word that I want you to write is shopper. Say it. Shopper. All right. Do your best. Okay. My base word, let's do that first. Hopefully, you know the base word is shop, right? For shopper, a person who likes to shop. What do we know about that word? What kind of word is it? Do you remember? It's a 1-1-1 word, right? It has one vowel and only one consonant following the vowel. So when we add a vowel suffix like er, we don't want it to say shoper. So did you remember to double that consonant and star it before you attach that vowel suffix? I hope so. All right. Now I'm going to erase all my work, and you're going to join me one more minute for one sentence. Okay, and this particular sentence is actually a question, so that should tell your brain something about the punctuation. I'm asking you something. My first word, who, see if you remember that trick word. Who graded the school tests? That's it. It's a pretty short one. See if you can get it. Who graded the school tests? Pause the video and try. Okay, take a look behind me and let's see how you did with the spelling of your words. Back up to the first word. Did you remember a capital letter? Who is WHO? Did you remember that? Okay, finger space. Graded. Okay, now this has to do with the lesson we talked about, that new concept today. Grade, graded. Okay, so remember, you don't have two E's in there. You take a vowel consonant E word like grade, and you add that vowel suffix. You only need one E. Okay. Who graded the, how'd you do on school? SCHOOL. And then the last word is tests, plural. TESTS. And did you remember your question mark? Okay, so when we go to scoop this, yours might be a little different. I don't know. Who graded the school tests? Who graded? I'm going to do this way. Maybe I'm reading your mind. Let's see. Who graded the school tests? Whoa, squeaky marker there. I did 2 scoops, but yours might be different. Just read it back and see if it sounds good. All right, third grade, that's all I have for you today. Nice work, and I'll see you back next time.